Everybody, welcome back to the channel. And in today's video, I'm going to be giving my review for A Christmas Story Christmas. Uh, this is the true sequel. I'm just going to say it, the true sequel to A Christmas Story. Now, I enjoy A Christmas Story. My wife hates the first Christmas Story.
And the second.
Well,
I mean, the first second one, not this one.
The one I don't want to recognize as the second one. But she hates it. I enjoy it a lot. Usually used to try to watch it every year. Haven't watched it so much the last few years, all the way through, anyways. But went ahead and checked this out because the trailers looked good, but still had me kind of iffy with it. We know how sequels sometimes pan out when it's been, several years since the original. But this sees Peter Billingsley back as Ralph, and pretty much everyone from the original Christmas Story is back, except for the original actress that played his mom, because she is retired, so she didn't come back for this, and obviously the dad, because he passed away in like 2006, I believe. So, this was pretty much. That's why I say for me this is the true sequel for the Christmas Story. This was on HBO Max, and surprisingly, I really enjoyed this one a lot. So basically, Ralph has his family now. He's trying to be a writer. Getting ready to celebrate Christmas. Waiting for grandma and grandpa to come by. Gets the call that the old man has passed away. So they decide to travel to his old house, his hometown, back to the old house, and spend Christmas with his mom, since his mom isn't able now to basically come to him because of everything that's happened. And while there, they have to decorate, get the house prepared, try to put on the Christmas celebration that the old man used to. I was afraid there'd be a lot of, it would kind of go the route of just playing off a lot of old nostalgia feelings, and it did, but it didn't.
I don't think they did it enough to where it was just that, because I only watched like 30, 45 minutes of it, and I was getting into it. That was the end part.
Yeah.
And I hate the first one.
This one, you still get a voiceover, like the voice, almost like the voice in his head or something, but this time it's done by, I believe it's Vince Vaughn, I've seen. But, Ralph has to basically just give his kids a great Christmas, and several different things happen. You get to see all the old cast back. I know some people complain that this doesn't have that same feel as the original, but it's not going to. You can't completely duplicate the feel of an original. Yeah, it's not going to have the same effect. But I think this film does a very close job of doing that. You still get callback. You still get like daydream sequences. You still get
the narration.
Yeah, like the narration, like we said. You still get the dogs. I mean, obviously, it's probably not the same dogs, but you still get the dogs bothering him like they did the old man. But it has a lot of different elements to it too that make it its own. And I enjoyed it for what it was. I think it's a really fun film. It's a nice Christmas film. You get a great Christmas feel just like you do with the original. You get some good comedic moments. You get some very sad moments. You know, that will make you either possibly tear up or even cry. Um, Depending on how close you was to the original, how attached you are to the original. For me, it did get emotional. Not enough to make me cry, but that's because I was really holding it back. And thankfully they didn't duplicate the ending to the original. That was my fear. I even said something at the end of the movie. I said I hope they don't have the dinner or whatever get ruined and them have to go and eat at a restaurant. But thankfully it didn't go that route. It stayed its own thing. And that's like I said, it did very well at kind of being its own thing, but adding in the nostalgia factors, the stuff you're used to seeing, like when they go see Santa Claus. It's set up basically the exact same way as we saw in the original, at least very, very close to it. Difference is this Santa's nicer, and they don't make it as creepy as the original one did for that scene. But the acting, it's still good. Are they A-list celebrities? No, but it's still very fun. If you enjoyed the first one, you're going to enjoy this one, I feel like. And I gave this a 4 out of 5. I could have gone higher, but I wanted to give it a little room for growth. I wanted to, see how it does on that rewatch. To see how, does it, because for most people, for the original is near a 5 out of 5. I can't remember what I would give it. I don't remember. I don't think I've rated it on this letterbox that I have now to look it up.
It'd be like a 1 out of 5, but I would give, just what I've seen of this one, I would give it a 3, 4 out of 5.
But it was this, so I wanted to kind of give this one room to grow, give this one room to go up if needed on rewatches. I don't think it'll go down for me. I don't see that happening. But I could definitely see this being a yearly watch, or at least every couple years watch. Maybe watch this one or watch the original and then watch this one. I'm hoping this gets a physical release.
I could watch this one without watching the original. I already know what happens in it anyway.
Oh I'm hoping this gets a physical release. I'm thinking it, if it does very well, it might. But we'll just have to wait and see. If it doesn't, I mean, that's going to suck, but it is what it is. But I definitely recommend this one, especially if you love the first one, or as if you've kind of heard, even if you don't love the first one, give it a chance. You may love this version better. But yeah, this was definitely a pleasant surprise, and happy I watched it. And like I said, give it a shot. Don't be afraid of it. Just because you think, oh, it's been X amount of years, there's no way this could be good. Or if the trailer didn't look good, because like I said, the trailer for me didn't impress me, but the movie itself definitely did. The trailer didn't, in my opinion, didn't do the movie justice. So, but I believe that's everything, unless you want to add anything else. So, please come like, subscribe, hit the bell to be notified for our videos, and we will see you all in the next one.